I don't look at someone who has like found themselves spiritually, but like is poor as successful.
Yeah, like if you see some guy in a freaking Toyota Prius, you don't see him successful.
But maybe
But he
he's
could
like,
be. But you see some guy in a Ferrari, and you're like, dang, he's successful.
exactly.
Hold up.
What is going on, guys?
What's up?
Welcome back to another podcast. Kind of an unusual day to film. We're filming on a Monday.
Yeah, we usually film on weekends.
Yeah, 2 podcasts a weekend.
Today is interesting, though.
What do we have down for today?
Talking about, you probably have a little bit of it, not very much of it.
It's like messed up to say.
You might be having problems with it. If you guessed, it's probably money. It's money.
It is.
It's money.
Today we're going to talk about how money runs the world. The sad truth.
Or the happy truth.
Or the happy, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's break this down. I wrote some like sub bullet points, and then I also wrote some other things that could be drawn back to how money runs the world.
Yeah.
So here's a sub bullet point I have here. Wait. Okay. First question. Does money make you successful? This is a loaded question. We have to break this down heavily.
It's like so deep.
Does money make you successful? First of all, initial opinion, yes or no, and then break it down.
Yes.
Okay. And now break it down, and I'll do
I
the
think
same.
money proves that you are successful because not very many people have a lot of money.
Okay.
So it shows that you went through like hard work, dedication to get the money that you have.
Yeah.
Like you had to put in like dedication and like fight through everything, and like you earned your money.
I can see it from that position. But what about the position of?
But like it doesn't mean successfully happy. It means you were successful in getting money.
Yeah. That is a good point to make.
Which means if you have a lot of money, it means you're probably like successful in your business that you created, or your job, or like you have the house that you wanted, like your family's taken care of. So it means you're successful in those aspects too.
Yeah, but there's also like the question of.
But like not everyone measures their success off of money.
Let's get it
They
straight,
measure
guys.
success off of how happy I am.
Not all successes, but it is a major like overall
it's
worldwide.
Like, it's known to be how successful you are. Like that's its stereotype.
Yeah, like I don't look at someone who has like found themselves spiritually, but like is poor as successful.
Yeah, like if you see some guy in a freaking Toyota Prius, you don't see him successful.
But maybe he's
but he could
like,
be. But you see some guy in a Ferrari, and you're like, dang, he's successful.
Exactly. But you don't look at somebody who's found like their self, and they're calm, they're like one with life.
That's because
like,
society isn't like taught
based
that way.
around that. Yeah. And if we didn't have money, then like maybe it would. But I think if we did, you can't even say like, what if we didn't have money? Because there's always going to be something.
Yeah, there's always a currency.
Yeah, there's always
no
going
matter
to be
what
like,
it is.
Because it like is value.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can't like.
There's no social hierarchy. Everyone's equal.
Yeah. And then it gets like chaotic, and then I don't know. People get egotistical.
That's what capitalism's for.
What do you think about the rich not paying as much in taxes? Do you think it's fair that the rich do not pay, I guess, as much in taxes, right, compared to...
That's because they're smart with their money.
Like the lower middle class. Yeah, I believe the same. But I believe it's something
like people in the middle class could pay less taxes if they did the same financial things that rich people do.
Yeah, that allow them to
like they could
write
go
off.
buy a truck.
Yeah.
And like use it as an expense for a business
instead of going
and paying like $10,000 for like taxes.
Yeah, or like instead of paying off the truck and like losing money on it.
Or like a lot of rich people buy art.
Yeah, because it's like an appreciating.
Yeah, it's like an
long
expense,
term,
like investment.
I think that's one thing that a lot of middle class people like don't do, and it's hard to do because they get like stuck in the cycle of life, in terms of like how much money they have per month or per year, for example. Like if you don't prioritize saving money and investing it, then like you just keep spending it on whatever.
Yeah, like the more you make, the more you spend.
Yeah, exactly like that. And that's like it's crazy because kids like I'm not gonna be like this at all. I'm gonna be I'm already frugal. Ask Brock. I used to not tip at restaurants. No, I'm already frugal.
I feel like you're less frugal than what you used to be.
Yeah, I am. But that's because I have more money. I got stuck in the rat race, bro. No, but there's a degree to it. You know what I mean? Like, if you make $50,000 a year and you're spending $45,000 a year.
Or it's like if you like make not very much money and like, oh, I'm going to go get a BMW.
Yeah. Or like if you make like $30K a year and you get a Beamer, like you need to maybe reevaluate your finances there because it's not. I don't know. But then again, you could prioritize. Like if I could have,
if that's like what makes you happy, then I mean,
yeah, no, like I could have $100,000 house and be happy with the house, but I could have a Ferrari.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the month, my total expenses are like $3,000
money also
total.
Dictates the world because like you can only do certain things. Like you can't take
yeah, it does.
A vacation.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, you can't go to like a football game. You can't take your kids out to dinner.
Your experiences are minimized.
Yeah, your life experiences are decreased.
Because of the lack of money.
So you create less life experiences depending on how much money you have.
We're like telling people that's why the title says the sad truth. because literally like this is the sad truth. Like,
but there's also the happy truth. If you have a lot of money, you can do like so much.
Yeah. Well, like people who have a lot of money who spend it wisely and also like give back to charity are the people who like are like should have a lot of money.
Like Steve will do it.
Yeah. Like if you have a lot of money and you're not giving back, then it's like, what do you do?
It gives them like a high, I think.
But it also like giving back also gives you the benefit of less taxes.
Yeah, so it's it's a write-off.
Yeah, it's like a double positive.
That's why they do it.
I know.
Like you do it for the charity. They do it for the write-off.
No, you do it. Yeah, but it also gives them like good publicity because of the charity.
Publicity, good write-off.
That's crazy. I wonder if Steve will do it.
That's probably why he gives away so much crap.
Do you think he tracks that money?
Because that's why he doesn't. He probably does it so he doesn't have to pay taxes.
Probably,
wow,
or just very, very minimal taxes.
Damn.
All right, hold on. Let me go to another bullet point here. I already asked, does money make you successful? Your answer was yes. Because it's kind of what people base it off of.
I already stated it.
Okay. And then my answer would also be yes. Just because if you don't have money, I don't know, it depends on the life you want to live as well. Like if you want to like live out in the woods and that makes you happy and that doesn't cost very much, then, you know, you're successful. But
you're not successful in the world's terms.
Yeah. But it's in terms of like overarching, it also depends like what you value. Like if I value like a good job that pays me a lot of money and like investments that pay me a lot of money, then I think that's successful. Then I'm going to be successful. I would say money does make you successful in general. Now there are like a few like different sides to it. Like this guy could be like have a ton of money but like spiritually unsound or something. I don't know, like not like have a lot of anxiety and feel like shit all the time. But this guy's like chill, cool, calm, collected, but he's got like he just doesn't have like the nicest stuff, but he has, you know, he's got his Prius paid off and his fucking
and he's like mentally healthy.
Yeah. So I would say money does make you successful to a degree. All right, that kind of leads us to failure and why it is important in terms of making money along the path of a life. Chapter 2, failure.
I think failure is super important in anything you do in life, but especially when you're trying to make money.
Yeah.
Because like it teaches you for the next time.
Yeah. And it shows you what is at stake.
Like you learn a lesson from what happened, like financially or whatever, so you can apply it later on in life.
Yeah, and then you can apply those to different areas of your life as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like only money, but like I don't know how to explain it. Like maybe like an investment. Like if you went all in on an investment and you lost money, instead of like taking a smaller position size in the beginning and then like averaging up, then that could be translated to, I don't know, something else in life. Like not buying the biggest house right away, but buying like a small house and like, I don't know, renovating it, selling it, and then moving up to like a different size house. But I think failure is important because just because it shows you those risk factors. So if there's like you like touch an oven, right? You get burnt. And if you didn't touch an oven, you wouldn't know that it was hot.
If you turn off your pain governor.
No, you turn off the pain governor and hold your hand on the oven, then you'll be invincible, essentially.
I don't think failure is like kind of hard to play in that, but
what in terms of?
I feel like it's more like business or like what you're trying to do in life, not like money.
Yeah, but money comes into play with it. You know what I mean? Because like if you lose money, that's a failure.
Yeah, I guess.
So if you invest the wrong way or play the business the wrong way, then you lose money, and that's a failure. And you're a failure. You're gonna be a failure. Okay, so I also want to talk about not having money, but running an operation that appears that you do have money.
So like fake flexors.
That's another part of it. So okay, so fake flexors, number one, and then like people who like legit, not necessarily like.
That's what I'm talking about. People who drive BMWs usually don't have that much money.
Yeah, because they spend all their money like on their car.
Yeah,
for example.
Like if you go to someone's house who has a BMW, like most of the time they're not that wealthy.
Yeah, they just want status.
They want to flex the BMW and like be known that people think that they have money,
so that they are seen as higher up.
So they're seen as being more successful.
Yeah, and then people look up to them.
Yeah,
when really you shouldn't look up to them because they don't have any advice to give. Damn.
Yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg wears like a gray T-shirt and like black pants and basic shoes.
But that doesn't mean
like rich people don't flex.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that all rich people have to be like that. You know what I mean? Like you could be rich, but like Gucci or something. You know what I mean? But you don't like. Maybe you wear all Gucci, but like you're rich, but you're still good with your money. There's always like there's like the all the way like same T-shirt every day. Yeah. And there's like the fake flexors that have no money, and then there's like an in between as well.
Right.
So that's like one aspect of it. But I was talking about. So like, you don't have to have money to be successful, and I say this in terms of like holding, like the amount of debt that you hold. So like, say you have 5 rental properties, and they each generate like $500 a month. And those 5 rental properties,
500 profit or like
500 profit, 500 profit, like after revenue paid. Or after revenue comes in, and then like mortgage and all that stuff is paid off. So say you have like 500 in profit each property, and you have like, let's say 10 properties for this example. So let's say that $5,000 a month coming in from all these properties. But each property is, I don't know, let's just say like 100,000. So you're $1 million in debt, and you don't have that much cash.
Technically, though,
but you have cash flow.
In debt though, if you can sell it.
So yeah, that's a point. That's like
you're always gonna have the value unless the market's like in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, but
that's the good thing about a house.
But you could always wait to get out of that hole.
Yeah, you just wait till the market comes back up.
Holding is important too, in that sense. But like my point is, you don't have to have, like, say you don't have a job, you don't have anything else. You just have 10 properties. You have $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like you don't look like you have money because you have, like on paper, you have all this.
Well, your
debt.
assets, you have a lot of money.
Yeah, but you have all this debt.
Yeah.
And then you have income off of that. So it's almost like, I don't know. That's where I would want to be in terms of like, because to make it to like having $1 million in your bank account is hard, but to have $1 million in assets is easier.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because to have $1 million in your bank account is like save up and like keep making money and like stashing it away and investing it.
The only way to get to $1 million really is like investing.
Yeah,
slash.
That's what
business, a good business.
That's what sucks is
like, or
like
like gambling.
School doesn't teach you.
Those are like the 3 key ways I feel like.
What, gambling?
Investing. Starting a business.
And gambling?
Yeah. Like high stakes gambling.
The 3 ways to get rich.
The quickest.
That is true, the quickest.
Or you get like super lucky somehow and find another way to make $1 million.
Yeah. Or like you choose like a longer term route for investing.
Yeah.
And then it like takes
that's
longer.
That's the same thing though. I just said investing.
Yeah, but it could be like a short term.
Like real estate's long term.
Yeah.
Like 10 minimum years.
Or like, yeah. Or
if
like,
you want to have $1 million.
That's like, fuck, dude.
You just have to leverage debt.
Leverage debt and use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to be cash poor.
Right.
That's like another.
Elon Musk is like cash poor, I guess.
Is he?
Like most of his net worth is in Tesla stock.
Oh.
But it's like over $200 billion.
That's the thing though. He could pull out of that, and because it's a liquid asset, so he could sell it literally anytime.
He could like dump the market anytime he wants.
That's crazy too. Is how like people like large companies and like influencers in general. Like imagine
anyone with an audience can influence the market.
Imagine
whether
you have
it's stock market
100,000
or crypto.
Yeah, imagine if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram and you post like there were those people posting. It depends,
yeah, that's maybe.
You know what I'm talking about? Those people who were posting random crypto.
Yeah, shit
coins. Yeah, they were like.
Those are just scams.
But people buy into them because that's like
we
we
can like make one right now. I was looking into it.
A coin. We're like, oh, all right, guys. Everybody. I can't speak. Everybody go buy the
create a coin, pump it on TikTok, bro, and you have like 50% of the tokens.
Holy crap!
Then you pull out and dump on everybody.
See, but that's like market manipulation to a certain point.
But it's the SEC hasn't regulated.
Yeah,
like
so it's not. But if you do it,
dude, Squid Game. Listen, have you heard of the Squid Game token?
No.
Someone just made a token called like Squid Game token, and like everyone was buying it, and then they made it so you couldn't sell it. And then they sold all the developer tokens, like the main holder.
How do they make it so you can't sell it?
And they pulled down. They made like over like $1 billion.
How? Bro, see, to a point, the SEC is going to come in after all of this is done, and they can go back and investigate these situations, and then those people will be fucked.
Yeah, the people who do that shit.
People who
I mean, you can still do manipulation kind of legally though.
To an extent,
you can still like 10% of like your earnings you're holding. Like it doesn't. That's
not.
You can't just dump your whole wallet.
You just fucking go all in,
and then you buy back in.
Yeah, and then it goes boom, and it goes straight up. But the thing is, like the fact that they made it so that people couldn't sell out of it is like obviously.
Well, that's the people. Like this is like shit coins. Like they're taking the risk.
Yeah,
like they're supposed to know that. Like, but the good thing is like.
But no one knows because
people that are new to crypto are like retarded, and they believe anything they see on the internet. They're like cat girl coin.
Yeah,
let me buy this shit.
I know, it's sad. They're all just like, that's the thing about like crypto is
that's just for fucking idiots.
Yeah,
don't give crypto a bad name here.
Yeah, but there is that aspect of it. I mean, there's also that aspect in the stock market too. With
like, there's a website called Coin Market Cap, and it shows that like the top 5,000 cryptos are like legit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Anything after that is like,
so what about
just taking a risk?
So what about the? Let me ask you this.
What?
All right. What about all the passwords that have gotten lost?
That's actually good for the market.
Why is it good?
You can't sell it, so the price can't drop.
So there's like a
there's
level.
Only 21 million Bitcoin.
Yeah, so there's like a level that it can go down to.
Say someone owns like 1 million Bitcoin, and then they die. That Bitcoin's lost. It's in that wallet forever. And it can't be sold unless someone sells it. So that means it's more valuable.
Because it can't. Because it goes like whatever
like
price they buy it at,
it
like sticks. Even if everybody pulled out, it stays at the price that they buy it at.
No.
Yeah, because
whenever
it's the
you
value.
sell a stock or like a cryptocurrency, the price dips like a big person.
Yeah.
So say they can't sell those 1 million coins ever, that helps the market go up.
I know, that's what I'm saying, because it creates a new high.
Yeah.
Because if everyone just pulled out, but this guy died and he has like 100,000 Bitcoin, and everyone else pulled out, but this guy dies and his shit's still in the market, then it's only going to go down to whatever the price is that like he bought it at. So it's like a new. There is no zero.
Yeah, there will never be a zero
unless someone figures out how
Especially
to
after how like it's just impossible now.
What if someone figures out how to like take that money, take that Bitcoin that lost, anything that's lost, maybe like they set like a regulation, like if you haven't traded it within, I don't know, like 5 years or something like that, then they take it from you. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't be able to get it. They can't. It's impossible.
What?
You have to have like you get seed phrases. Like
What's
you get
that?
a combination of 12 words. If you have like a high protected wallet and you write it down, and no one can have it unless they have that. You can't get in.
And that's why everyone loses their passwords. Nobody writes anything down.
You can turn that off though. You can make it so like you just type in a password.
It's just like a 4-digit code or something.
Like if you have like $5 million, I would have a seed phrase.
Yeah. So no one can. So it's less likely to be hacked.
Yeah, it's like basically impossible.
I want to change gears here. It's still on the topic of money. I have like 4 other bullet points, but we can definitely talk about these in the next podcast. But I want to change directions and go from crypto over to insurance. I just want to talk about how much money people spend on freaking insurance yearly. I don't know, like literally any insurance, may it be health insurance,
home insurance, renters insurance, auto insurance, boat insurance, motorcycle insurance.
There's insurance for literally everything, which is awesome. We can insure our whole life, right? But at what point are we throwing away money is my question.
That's why I think insurance is BS.
I think insurance
to an extent,
it's BS.
It should be regulated. Like you can't charge that fucking much.
For like a car though, for a car like it's understandable, but for health insurance, I just think that whole health sector is like fucked money wise. Like people are getting like,
it's like literally insane. People like can't get cancer treatment because they can't afford how fucking expensive it is.
I know. Even if they have been paying their monthly payments. Yeah. So it's like insurance doesn't save you from anything.
Insurance literally doesn't really do anything, honestly.
It does somewhat. It does the minimum.
But say you have like a heart surgery, you're still going to have to pay a lot out of pocket.
Yeah, you're still going to be paying. So it's almost like, I mean, it does a little bit, but if you add it up, I wonder how much.
And what's jacked up is some people can get better coverage than other people, which isn't even fair.
Wait,
so basically how much money you have means how good your fucking health is.
Yeah, that's something else that's messed up. So if you, right, this is another reason why the world is run by money, because the people who have the most money can get the best health care, and
best
they
doctors,
can get the best,
fastest.
Yeah, best procedures, everything, so they can literally live longer. They pay less in taxes. They rake in cash like it's fall and leaves are dropping off the trees, and I don't even know, dude. They literally have every investment vehicle possible. So if you want to be rich, just literally start investing. Forget everything you learned in school because they didn't teach you anything about investing.
School is honestly like BS. I swear to God, school is bullshit.
No, you know what's sad is we were talking about in my class, like how much, like what the...
They don't teach you like actually like... They teach you how to like live minimally with a job.
Yeah,
That's
no.
it.
No, they don't
teach you how to grow out of that.
They don't really teach you how to do finances either, but I was going to say the school enrollment rates, like college enrollment rates are like dropping like a lot. But it's not only because like we're moving towards this generation of like a lot of businesses and all that other stuff and entrepreneurs. Yeah, but it's like it's also technology, and then there's less. We were talking about this. There's going to be a massive demographic change, and there already has from like 2008 when this film called Demographic Winter came out, and it talks about how like the baby boomers, like there was a peak, right, with the amount of people. And nowadays, with like all this technology, like men and women are less likely to reproduce, and that directly affects the market. Like in the future,
the population is the biggest it's ever been, though.
Is it? It's not right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but in terms of the scale of
So that means the bigger the population, the less jobs that actually.
no, the less the population, the less opportunities there are in the workplace because the less people there are spending money.
It could be that way.
Yeah, it is. That's
Who
why
said? Who said?
Demographic winter. If you haven't watched this film, I watched it in class. It's called Demographic Winter. Okay? And it talks about how
But what I'm thinking is like
what is your
my opinion
theory?
is like all these jobs are already filled up. Okay, so we don't need any more like for corporate jobs. Like it's like but like like fast food and like the low end jobs, we need crap for that. And
Yeah,
no
but
one wants to do that.
no one. Oh, yeah, obviously no one wants to do that, but not
And
all.
no one's doing blue collar work because like I don't know why.
Yeah, because we're turning into this technology
Yeah.
phase of our lives. But
Like you literally
Our
don't even
phase
have
of-
to go to college and you can start doing blue collar work and make like decent money.
yeah, the
And
only
just
thing
save
is,
and then you invest.
it takes a toll on your health.
Yeah, it depends on what you do.
Yeah, but anyways, let me get back to demographic winter because you have to understand this, bro. Just let me present what it presented to me
I'll be unbiased.
in the film. Okay, so the less people that there are on the earth, the less opportunities there are in terms of jobs, right? Say you have a company, right, and this company sells. I don't know.
because there's less people buying their products,
Yeah.
so less people to hire.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
overall, there's less opportunity, and it's all because of this like age of technology, and I don't know. It talked about how men are less likely to pursue a woman in terms of long-term relationship. Like obviously, like we see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people like maybe like our parents, like at our age, were like.
People just like hook up at our age.
Yeah, but not even that. Like back when our parents were our
Yeah.
age, they'd be like,
Well, they
like,
also didn't have
they
like
got married and shit.
social media like Tinder.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So this technology is literally pushing like less people to get married and less children to be born, and then it like directly affects the market. So like less things are less valuable in the marketplace.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's what it explained. How do we get from that to from insurance to that? I don't know, dude. But insurance is very expensive, and if you don't have proper health insurance, which for one person, it could be anywhere between like $200 to $600.
I pay it. No, it's not. It's not even. It's way lower than that.
No, it's $600.
No, it's
Swear
not.
to God.
$150 a month.
Why'd I fill out a thing for a single once I'm 27 off
Literally,
my
like,
parents'
My
plan?
mom, my dad pays like the same as me. So does my mom.
Yeah, but that's the plan. What if I get a different plan that pays?
I have I just fucking signed up first time and I got like the best rate you can.
Yeah, like the best rate. But
Like if you have a family, it's like $600.
no, if you have a family, it's about like $1,200, bro. I just looked up the rates today.
No, it's not.
I
dude.
swear to God,
I
look it
literally
up.
have no people who like don't pay that much.
Yeah, because their job pays for part of it. Health insurance is part of
Yeah, if
the
you're-
benefits of a job.
Yeah, it takes it out of your paycheck. You don't pay anything. It comes out of your paycheck.
I know.
They don't pay. They pay all of it.
Or if you want a better plan, then you have to pay some
Yeah, but like
past your paycheck.
yeah, like FedEx is known for having like one of the best health insurances. That's like one of the benefits of working at like FedEx.
Yeah. That's why people have part-time jobs there just to
Yeah.
get the health insurance.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is health insurance is expensive, dude. And it doesn't cover that much. Say you
That's
like
why we need to have government health care. Equal health care for everybody, no bullshit insurance. Doctors are paid by the government.
Wait, are they?
They need to be.
Yeah,
but then it would create less doctors.
Exactly.
But no,
because
they
it wouldn't
said
be
in
worth
Canada,
it.
they actually have a higher doctor per capita than USA, and they have government health care.
What did the doctors get paid like on average?
60 to 80K.
That's
And
it.
they have more doctors.
What?
Yeah.
That kind of creates a scary situation because maybe there's less qualifications to become.
It's probably the same thing, dude.
I have to go to school for what 8 to 10
Okay,
years to get paid $80K max. That would be ass. That's a terrible ROI. Think about that.
Okay,
That's completely trash, bro. and I'm like 100K in debt with an 80K year job. That'd be cheeks.
All I know is the U.S. needs to get their shit right.
I don't know, dude. I think we're just stuck in this.
Because like homeless people can't even get the same healthcare as a rich person, which is like.
Yeah, but there's also like
if they're having a heart attack and they go to the hospital, like they.
Yeah, but would you be mad if you were a rich dude and you had all this money, right? Basically all these resources.
Yeah.
And you could like get whatever you needed, but like a homeless guy came into the hospital like in the emergency room the same time you were having a heart attack and he was having a heart attack. What if they could only take one and they like took him and said,
your life doesn't mean more because you have more money.
Yeah, but it does in terms of
that's why you got to switch to government healthcare.
Yeah, but your life means more because you have more money because the world is run on money, and that's why. Now I'm not saying like that's right. Doesn't matter. The money
flows out of their fucking bank accounts to their kids' bank accounts. Whoever is at the hospital if they die, the money's still gonna get spent.
Yeah,
it's gonna go back into the economy anyway.
But that's the reason that people. That's the reason people are able to get better healthcare is because. Is because they have more money and they're valued more than people who don't have more money.
That's why I think the system should change.
I think the system should change to a point, though. I don't know. I think there should be at least...
Like you're like a single mom and you're like 18 and you have a kid and you can't even fucking afford to take your kid to the doctor.
Then, in that case, yes. In many other cases like that, yes. Like a homeless guy, like you said.
So why can't a 75-year-old with health problems get the same treatment as that person?
As who?
The single mom that's like 18.
Can they not? They could if they made the money to. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just think the bottom line needs to be raised up. You know what I mean?
I think that they should stop. They shouldn't allow hospitals to profit.
The only thing is how our hospital's going to stay in.
Like the ROI the hospitals are getting right now is like fucked.
Is it?
Bro, my ER visit was $6,000 and I know like they spent like $50 of electricity.
$50 of electricity?
1 hour of labor for 3 people. Give me the fucking numbers on that. That's like $1,000 max.
Yeah. It will also depends like what like material goods they used because some of the material goods are like more expensive.
EKG machine, which they bought like 30 years ago.
Yeah, it still works. But I don't know. In terms of like,
so that's some bullshit.
In terms of prescriptions and shit like that, that stuff might be more like expensive or like I don't know, like I don't
that's
know,
why Big Pharma is messed up too.
Damn, bro. We can't get into that. We can't be all right. We're done on healthcare.
That's why they hate weed.
What?
Because people don't buy prescriptions. They
like self-medicate with weed.
Like painkillers and stuff.
Is that why there's like a slower why some states are like slower to legalize weed? Do you think? Because
it's because some states are more conservative.
And pharmaceutical companies are controlling them.
I mean, we have Eli Lilly here, so like, it's probably going to be like one of the last states.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But I don't know. We have Delta 8 and Delta 10.
Yeah, it kind of just it's like destroys the whole thing.
It's like everything around it that isn't it, but it technically is it, and it works as weed.
It is weed.
It's weed. It's weed. But
it's weed. It's just a different chemical.
It's weed, but it's like not weed.
But it comes from weed.
So it's weed. But it's like not so like instead of going to like
there's
CVS,
THC in it.
Instead
of just a different strain of THC.
Instead of going to CVS, you go to the gas station and get a Delta 8 cart, and then you're good. Like your problems are solved. But they might not be.
No, that's like not for everything, but
yeah, but
mainly for like pain. It can be used for like it can replace anxiety medication, depression medicine.
Oh yeah, it can.
Sleep
and
medicine,
CBD
sleep pills.
Can do that too. It's like 34 minutes. All right, so money runs the world, and the reason why is because we all have to make it in order to survive, and the people who have more money
have a better chance of surviving.
Yeah,
because life is about survival,
survival of the fittest. Yeah, that's it. That's literally like that's the basis of life. Whether you like it or not, you play the game to win. You don't play the game because some dude 50 million years ago wrote it on a freaking leaf and you found that and now you follow getting into religion. You don't listen. You don't have to be poor, okay? You don't. It's not wrong to want money because money.
I don't know. People act like it's kind of annoying because some poor people will say money doesn't mean anything, so they can like use an excuse to like stay poor.
And it's because they don't have it either.
Yeah, because they're too lazy or like they're like, I don't need money.
Exactly, but if you did, like, it would legitimately help.
Yeah,
it's not like it's like this. Oh, like you see some rich guy, and then like one person thinks like, oh, he's very successful, and the other person thinks like, oh, well, he must be like terrible, like a terrible person, like he like let money take over his life. Like, no, he didn't.
What's weird is money has like no physical. Like if you had $1, just lay it right here, it doesn't do anything.
I know. It's just like this.
It's weird.
It's just it's just there.
Yeah.
It's like not there, but it's like there, and we're like controlled by it. It causes anxiety. It causes mental health issues. It causes like
it can cause some people to commit suicide.
Yeah, it can cause like stress to the point of suicide. Like literally everything. I don't even think we literally barely scraped the surface today, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just think we didn't.
That was intense.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Money freaking runs the world. If you haven't figured it out yet, figure it out because it'll help you in the long run.
Like if you're like 16 years old, just start investing now.
Yeah.
Even if it's like $50 every 2 weeks.
Yeah. And if you're against money, like that's only gonna set you off the wrong way, whether you like it or not. So like, I don't know. Just learn to accept.
It's gonna like affect your quality of life, not your mental health, but like.
Yeah. You don't have to let money control your life, but if you play into how money works, it will improve your life without it taking over.
You just have to play the game.
You just have to play the game and win. It's just like Monopoly.
But no one actually wins. Everyone dies.
I know. No one wins and everyone dies, and we never end up spending all of our money. So we're all just chasing this. we're all in. That's why it's called like the rat race, bro. Because we're all just chasing, like whether you like it or not. I honestly think we're like all in the rat race because we're all after the next paycheck, or the next investment income, or the next whatever. Like everyone's in the rat race, but and then you die. So you were like,
what was the point, anyways?
We just need to.
It's kind of a hard topic, dude.
I know it's like I don't know how to.
There's like a lot of different viewpoints you can look at.
I don't know how to explain it in a good way.
Yeah.
Like I can explain it in a good way, and like I don't know.
Okay, so what we learned from this podcast, you need money to survive and have a good quality of life.
So don't underestimate
Not a lot,
it.
but like enough.
Yeah.
Not having enough will you won't be able to have a good health. Take care of your family. You'll have less life experiences.
Spend money on the important things.
So,
or things that are important to you.
Yeah.
Within reason.
See,
right. There's always like an if statement, okay? So, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. It's been 38.
Hit the like button, subscribe.
It's been 38 quality minutes. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below and like the video for more videos like this. I want to see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
See ya.